to Feed Me Vegan. It's a beautiful day here in Minneapolis. We've got a very special guest today. I'm Chelsea, and she is
Norine.
And this is TJ. He's our friend, and he's been on twice before. This is his third time. We're really excited today. We're going to be doing some awesome raw food. But first, I want to tell you that Feed Me Vegan is a project of the Animal Rights Coalition, our vegan university program, where we show vegan cooking as affordable and fun and delicious and accessible
and cute and
yeah, healthy sometimes. Healthy even sometimes. Today for sure.
Healthy.
So I'm going to let TJ tell you a little bit about what he's going to be preparing for us today. Take it away.
So today we're going to be doing some raw vegan sushi, sushi rolls that is. This is something that when I first got into raw foods about 4 years ago, I just could not get the hang of this one, and I just kept flopping and flopping and flopping.
Was it the rice that was the kicker?
It was the rice, and I can't tell you how many of these sushi rolls I actually have thrown away or gave to roommates and stuff just because they total duds. And luckily the roommates liked them. I wasn't a fan, but finally I've mastered this rice formula. And there's one key ingredient in here. That's kind of the trick. But we can jump right into things here.
All right.
Really simple stuff. Raw foods are beautiful because one, cleanup is really easy, but two, even the prep usually is pretty quick. So for the rice, we're going to be using cauliflower, lemon.
Do you need my cucumber?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I will have
keeping
you
it
start
in.
prepping it in a little bit.
Do you need
though.
a whisk?
We got everything you need right here.
I don't think we'll be whisking anything.
All right.
These are the trick. There's dates. You want to put some dates in there.
Oh, I suppose that makes it.
It binds it, but also like adding a little sweetness to it. Like cauliflower is a little like musky, I guess. It might be the right word for it.
Yep.
That sounds appetizing.
I know. And so maybe that was what was wrong with it before, is that it was like too much of that cauliflower flavor. That the dates, the sweetness really kind of helps like balance it out quite a bit.
I'm excited about this.
So that's really important. And also for really any cauliflower rice I found is adding some dates in there. Even when I'm making like lime cilantro rice or more of like a Spanish style rice or something, like still putting those dates in there.
Cauliflower is like enjoying this newfound fame lately, it seems. Like everything is about cauliflower. Like roasted cauliflower, like cauliflower steaks, cauliflower buffalo wings.
Yep.
Right, and like cauliflower rice I actually see prepackaged at Trader Joe's now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Cauliflower, you can just buy it already.
Trader Joe's, what's up?
Trader Joe's. Shout out to Trader Joe's.
TJ's.
We also have some sesame seeds here. These are just like raw hulled sesame seeds.
I was just going to ask you if you wanted us to toast them, but I suppose you don't because that would be raw.
You can. I mean, honestly, if you're not doing 100% raw, like that's totally okay if you use toasted. But if you want to stick with raw, I would go with raw sesame seeds here. And let's see, I think that is it for our rice. So it's actually pretty simple.
Ooh, this is a fancy food processor.
Also, you can use apple cider vinegar instead of lemon, and that's totally okay too. You just want that tang, that kind of sourness in there.
Okay.
So I will let one of you cut up the cauliflower. We'll probably just use half of that head, I would say.
All right.
If you're really kind of creating like a whole spread for like a party or something, you'll probably definitely want to use the whole head. But since we're probably just going to make like maybe 3 rolls today, we'll cut that in half. So I will say, go ahead and
handy knife.
Yeah, and go ahead and when you start cutting it, make sure that it's cut small enough that it can get into the blades pretty easy. So.
Okie dokie. So you said half of this guy?
Yep,
Is
half,
it okay if
half
I move
the cauliflower. Oh yeah, yep. Move whatever you need.
And I'm going to toot TJ's horn for a minute because he is not only a raw foods aficionado, but he's also a personal trainer. And he does all sorts of awesome work and group fitness. And if you feel like telling people more about that, go right ahead. But like your website, and we'll have that on the screen so you guys can go visit TJ's stuff.
Thank you. So Definitely. On Saturday mornings, I do a small group vegan fitness class in Minneapolis and Uptown, and we call that the Vegan Fitness Squad. That is just kind of sliding scale payment, suggested between $5 and $20, and you just kind of show up, and we've got some workouts for you. We
She's
got
putting that in here, right?
a good group of people. Yep.
I think you're putting that in.
Yeah. We got a good group of people there. Also, I do private and private small group training as well. And
you
my
do like
website-
nutrition counseling and stuff too, right?
I do.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
So if you're interested in raw foods and whole food plant-based eating,
Yes.
I can definitely help with that as well.
And he's just an all-around swell guy.
Also, I took his yoga class, and it was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I want
and
to try
Imbue
that
yoga.
aerial stuff that they've been
Yeah.
that you guys have been showing.
And
that
that's
sounds
at
awesome.
Imbue Yoga. So I work out of there too, as well as my fitness studio in Uptown.
And that's in South Mipples, right?
You got it. Yep.
Nipples.
Nice.
And then my website is wholeconnectionhealth.com, and that you can find a blog and just like class schedules, information, things like that.
And we'll have links to all these sites we're talking about when you see the YouTube video underneath in the description. We'll have our links, TJ's links, the station's links, all that kind of stuff. So
Sweet.
check that out.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you still teaching classes on Wednesday nights?
One more Wednesday night, and then we're actually switching to Friday night.
So it'll be Fridays.
good,
when
because
this
I had
airs.
softball. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
yeah.
come.
Yeah, so starting in September, the yoga classes will be Friday evenings, and again, that's
Excellent.
at Imbue Yoga.
Yay.
Okay.
And that's at Yin.
Yep, that's the yin style class.
That is a vegan-owned studio as well,
It is.
which is great. We love it.
Okay, so we have the cauliflower and dates in here. I'll go ahead and put 1 tablespoon of
they're going right
sesame
in there,
seeds.
right?
What's that?
They're going right in there. That'll be great.
Yep, they go right on in there.
Nice.
And then let's cut that
Yes.
in half. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just start whipping up the sauce. This is really easy. This is going to be our dipping sauce. And I use coconut aminos as a soy sauce replacer.
Because soy sauce isn't raw, right? Because it's brewed? Or,
Yeah,
okay.
and at least last I checked, I'm not seeing it on the label on the coconut aminos anymore, but they used to have it actually labeled as raw.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what has changed on that.
I looked at it and it looked like the ingredients were just organic coconut sap, water, and sea salt. So
Yep.
it didn't say brew. I mean, I don't know, but
Yeah, so
Trader
I don't know
Joe's, I
if
found
something
them.
has changed, but so I have fresh pineapple juice in here. I have
that's
some
yummy.
cut up pineapple at home, so I just took some of the juice from that.
that's great.
I think it was about 4 like regular spoonfuls, tablespoons.
This is gonna be really tasty.
And then that was probably about 2 tablespoons of the aminos. And then are you okay with spice?
Yeah.
You're okay with
Oh,
spice,
yeah.
right? So typically I use like dried Thai chili peppers for this, but I'm all out. So we're gonna do some crushed red pepper flakes.
Easy to find, you can get these anywhere, so it's.
And not much, just a little sprinkle in there just to add a little
yeah.
bit of heat.
I love this. I love this idea.
And
The
then-
sweetness from the pineapple juice, and then the like vinegary sour from the lemon, and then oh my gosh, the spice. It's gonna be great.
And if you wanted a little richness to that too, since there's no like fats in that sauce, you could even blend in like sesame seeds.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
And
say
make
Peanut
like
butter.
yeah, or almond butter. Yeah, something like that. Absolutely, you could blend in and kind of like cream it up and make it a little thicker if you want. Okay, so we'll start with half a lemon. We'll see how far that goes. We can always add in a little more. Also for the lemon or apple cider vinegar, it's okay to actually add a little extra because you'll see our next step once we process it up, we're actually going to be squeezing the water out. So you'll be squeezing some of the lemon juice out, obviously. So it's okay if you add, a little too much because you're going to be squeezing some out anyway.
This is so interesting. I love this. It's so inventive.
Yeah, and I wish I could quote like who I found some of these tips from because I think it's just like a combination of like, trying like various people's
Yeah.
methods, the squeezing out of the liquids and things like that. So
It's a trial and error.
Totally, and it took almost 4 years for me to finally get this.
Wow.
So,
Well, I'm glad you're going to share it with all of us now, too.
yeah, I'm glad to. Okay, from here, we're just going to go ahead and process it up. One disclaimer when you're processing cauliflower is to not over-process it, because then it's just going to become a mash instead of like a rice.
Which is good, but not for this.
Exactly, yeah. You know, if you're making a Thanksgiving feast and you want like a cauliflower mash, then sure.
That would be yum.
That's not what we're doing.
I think some people even do half mashed potatoes and half cauliflower to like cut some of the, I don't know, whatever, if they're into that kind of thing.
So, would you need something pretty sophisticated to pull this off
You mean in terms of food processor?
for a food processor?
Nope, you could use like a bottom of the line, you know, standard food processor.
I'm just thinking about those dates. I'm interested to see what happens.
So if your dates are hard too, thank you for asking that, because this is a good point, is if your dates are not soft, you definitely want to soak them before this. Otherwise, you'll have like big chunks.
That's really smart, and that's probably really handy for smoothies and stuff too, because sometimes I can't get my dates smooth enough in my smoothies, and I think that maybe if they're a little bit drier.
And you know what? Speaking of, while we do this, while we're waiting, do you want to go ahead and
Soak some?
Yeah, soak some for, we're going to make a sauce later that it could probably just help just to soak them. So
How many do you want?
however many can fit in there, honestly.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and process this, just turning it on high.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I see how it go. I was a little concerned about. So you leave like the dates kind of chunky.
Yeah, and so there can be like some little pieces in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. You just don't want like big like half pieces of date. Like
You don't
want
have to
it
be like a piece of
broken up
candy or
enough.
anything in there. Like, you want it a little bit small.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Okay, so now this is where I'm gonna go ahead.
This is gonna get fun.
Well, for one, let's do a little taste tester. So
Yeah.
Taste it,
out there.
taste it.
Here,
Oh,
just,
wait, okay.
Palm it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it sour enough?
I mean, I like sour, so I would say more sour.
Oh, that's perfect. I love that. That's delicious. You're right. The dates are really great. I like that.
I'm gonna add a touch more sour, and then we'll squeeze it out. Yep.
You know what's interesting is like sushi rice even is so special because it has vinegar in it. That's what you mix into a sushi rice when it's done cooking.
And
so
sugar.
Yep. So this
They do
really,
sugar and
exactly.
vinegar.
So this really mimics that flavor. It's great.
And again, you can use, vinegar instead of the lemon.
Oh, I like this though. It's delicious.
Okay. So from here, you don't have to use a nut milk bag, but this is a nut milk bag.
You could use like a flour sack towel, I suppose, and a strainer.
And you can even just use like a dish towel. And,
Yeah.
you don't have to like really, really go crazy and squeeze all of the water out, but you definitely want to dry it out just a little bit so you don't have like soggy sushi rolls.
Look at you go.
I
You
know,
need
I've
any
got
help
like a
with
whole
this?
system.
Okay,
No,
no, you're good.
I'm good. So from here, I'm just putting my cauliflower mix into
I need a nut milk bag.
the nut
That's
milk bag
handy.
here, and then simply just kind of squeezing out some of the liquid.
Oh yeah, look at all that.
Okay, while we're doing this,
Yeah, what can we do?
let's cut the avocado open. So you can just cut that in half, and then,
Let's do two just so we can eat some.
sure.
Because, avocado.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard, and don't quote me on this, but I've heard that avocado is the closest fruit nutritionally to female breast milk.
Really?
Yeah, and that
That's
it's just like a
interesting.
very just nutritionally, fulfilled food. It's just, it kind of has
doesn't
everything
surprise
that we
me.
need.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, again, don't quote me on that.
I'm going to. Yep, I'm
But
going to.
that's what I've heard.
All right.
Okay,
Perfection.
so now we're just going to start to get our ingredients together here.
Ooh, sprouts.
Yep, we got some sprouts. We've got our sauce.
This is going to be
We've
great.
got avocado.
Avocado.
We're going to skin the outside first.
Okie dokie.
And then we're going to basically peel with the julienne peeler.
I've
Be careful, there's the little teeth there. Yep, we're just gonna basically peel like kind of cucumber noodles. And then we'll start assembling everything once.
Sweet.
Oh, and we have a mango too. We're gonna put some mango in there. So
I like your
here,
style. Do you want another cutting board?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We can consolidate.
Well, you guys are cutting that up. I want to tell them what we're gonna have for dessert.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so we wanted to do kind of a raw dessert and something that was kind of in line with sushi and what we're doing here. So we have a bunch of fresh fruit cut up, and then what's fun about this is that you can do kind of whatever fruit you want, and you can make it as fancy as you want to. You can use one of those cute star, cutters or whatever to do your fruit. But I've got pineapple and oranges. What else do I have? Kiwi in there. Can't really see it, but there's kiwi in there. Blueberries. Did I say strawberries? Anyway, just a good variety of fruit. And we're gonna make spring rolls with it. So it's gonna be just a fresh raw spring roll, and then TJ's gonna make us a delicious like chocolatey kind of sauce to dip it in.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so good.
So I've got rice paper. Buy this at the Asia market. I think you can even get this at regular markets now too. So we'll just moisten this and wrap it up and dip it. Oh, I want to show. Oh, the best part. I forgot. I went to my mom's this morning, and she's got a great garden, and I picked out some fresh mint and some fresh lemon balm. So I'm gonna mix that in with my fruit right now. But I wanted to show you guys this is great stuff.
I'm really excited for that.
TJ,
Yeah.
should I be julienning these things into anything specific?
Yep, so I'll give you a quick demo and then it'll be easy from there. So I would recommend with the julienne peeler, like you can definitely cut yourself.
Be careful.
Yeah, because those teeth. So I'm going to show you a
And I
little
will,
trick
probably.
if you're kind of newer with working with
Never done it
with the
before.
julienne peeler. It just
Super
makes
pumped.
it safer. So you can basically take whatever you're going to peel.
Okay.
Sorry, there's a lot of stuff on there.
I know.
Do we
I have another one.
Do we have
Lots of
visibility here? I want to make sure that everyone can see what we're doing. We can move these off
Here,
to the side.
set some more on here if you want.
Yeah, that works. Okay, so definitely just keep it down on whatever your surface is, and then you can just kind of peel from there.
Oh, I love that.
And you have
Oh, look at it.
You have
so
zoodles.
little
pretty.
noodles, yeah, and then just stick with one side basically until, oh, come on, catch. There you go.
Oh yeah, I could see how you could slice yourself.
Yeah, so if you're just kind of like holding it up, like you have the risk of slicing at your palm or your fingertips, so that just kind of keeps it so you're nice and safe, and then you can slice all the way until there's like full seeds,
Okay.
and then just go ahead and flip and
Around
hit
the
next
other
side.
sides.
You
Got it.
Yep.
All right, sweet deal.
Then
Oh, that's cool. That looks really satisfying.
let's see, so we'll get everything together here, and then we'll start rolling here in just a second.
So we're kind of making sushi and frushi.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Frushi.
Oh my God. Oh, TM.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
We're
Is that a
gonna,
thing?
yeah, we're gonna trademark that. And
I think
own
Colleen
it.
Patrick Goudreau already did.
Ah, dang it.
She's always ahead of us. Okay, let's see. Do I have a spoon? Oh, I
Let's
don't.
see. So I'm gonna start rolling if everyone's ready. Is that okay?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Okay. I do not use sushi mats when I roll.
Okay.
I find that I just tend to roll them better without. So you can totally use a sushi roller.
Like a bamboo mat.
Exactly. So just keep that in mind.
It's
that
fun. Do
I'm
what
not
works for you
using
guys.
one. Yeah, whatever works for you. I just find that I roll them better without it, so I do without.
Look at how pretty this is.
It
Yeah, what's in
smells
that,
So
Chels?
good.
What's in that?
So strawberries, oranges, pineapple, kiwi, blueberries, and then some lemon, some herbs. So some lemon balm and some fresh mint. Put your schnoz. Put your schnoz.
Oh, I can smell it from
Oh,
here.
good. It smells great, right?
Very nice.
You could
Okay.
put some, if you wanted some extra sugar in here, like you could put some maple syrup or some agave, but we're not going to.
All right, good,
This
sir.
is great.
Okay, so with your sushi paper, thank you.
You're welcome.
I know, right?
You have a kind of smooth side, and then you have a rough side. Go smooth side down, and then we're gonna take.
Do you want a spoon?
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, too bad. No, I'm just kidding. Use this guy.
on,
He's
you got
Set him
one
up to
spoon.
knock him down, Chels.
That's how I do it. Gotta keep them on their toes.
Okay, and you
This is so
can
great.
you can add plenty of this rice on here. Just be mindful that obviously the more stuff you add into the roll, the thicker the roll is.
Ooh, look at you.
So it might be harder to roll when you have more stuff. So
it's gonna be great.
just keep that in mind. Then from here,
Oh yeah.
just kind of flatten it out.
You got it.
I've also learned with the cauliflower rice, it's not quite as sticky as the regular sushi rice.
These
so
are packed down.
You might not want to go all the way to the end because you'll have some spillover. Also, because of that note, I haven't really experimented with this yet, but you probably are going to have to stick with making sushi rolls where the rice is on the inside of the roll rather than rice on the outside, just again for that stickiness factor.
So no maki rolls or whatever.
That looks so inside out rolls.
Yeah.
That looks so
no
good.
maki, guys.
Yeah, and I haven't experimented with it, so it might be possible, but I'm just kind of assuming that it's
Oh, look at how pretty that is.
not really possible. Yep, so we have cucumbers. We're gonna take some avocado.
And you guys, what's great about this kind of stuff, like when we just made pizza the other day and we're making this today, it's fun to play with. You don't have to use these exact fruits or vegetables that we're using today. You can use whatever you like, but this is a great combination. So start with this maybe and play around.
And it's a great, exactly as you said, like you don't have to stick with just this. This is a great base to be able to replicate some of your old favorites. Like if you really liked Philadelphia rolls or something, or Philly rolls, like you can create like a vegan cream cheese and do mock versions of that.
Let's do that next time.
People have been really cool with experimenting with like marinated tomatoes and stuff to make.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. The sashimi or
exactly.
spicy tuna rolls or whatever.
Yeah, they're making like faux tuna out of tomatoes and stuff.
It looks just like it too. They do amazing work.
It does. So there's all sorts of different ways that you can play around with this. Okay, so we have some mango.
Oh my god.
Oh, it looks so good.
Add one more little piece in the middle. And then some sprouts. This is just like an alfalfa broccoli sprout mix. And I tend to just kind of add as like a garnish. Okay,
Oh,
so
this is so great.
again, you can use a sushi mat here, or you can just go ahead and start
Like a professional.
rolling.
Gosh, TJ, you're
I
so
know.
great at this. Oh man, look at how good that looks.
Okay. You want to keep it in.
You are
like,
good at this without the mat.
kind of tight, but you
Can I do
also, yeah, you sure can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just a
get
little bit
plenty
on
on
the-
there. You can
okay.
get plenty on. Yep. Some people might do better with the mat, some without. So just do whatever works for you.
There you go.
You do definitely want to keep it pretty tight though, without ripping, of course. Okay, and then from here,
Let's put it on here.
yeah, perfect. From here, we're ready to cut. My knives at home, I've got some serious knife issue, dullness, so I tend to like cut really big pieces, but
We probably do too.
this one,
Oh, look at that.
that's not too bad.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna start moistening my rice papers too, so we don't run out of time.
Oh my god, look at how pretty that is.
Oh my
Can't
gosh,
even take
TJ,
it.
you're
Put
like,
it in my mouth.
You're magic. You're magic.
And you do want really good sharp knives for this.
Look at that.
Because this paper can be tough to cut through, and you want a knife that's just going to slide right through. The same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a roll.
I kind of made one.
We'll roll up a couple.
I kind of made one. It's really bad.
It's okay.
So next is the chocolate sauce.
Oh yeah, we better make that quick.
Yep,
We're
next
running
to
out of.
chocolate sauce. Well, here, let's do a really, really quick
I
little
can
taste
roll up
tester
a roll if you want me
on
to roll
this.
rolls. Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, quick taste
Oh my
tester.
god.
You
Yes,
got the
please.
sauce now too. You can just use your
Okay.
fingers. Just-
Okay. I will
yeah.
take. I'm not gonna take the pretty one that's facing outward though.
Okay, cheers.
I'll take the dud.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Good? Exactly what you wanted?
Oh, that mango is so good. That's really good.
Oh my god.
Look at Norine's face.
Best sushi you've ever had in your life?
It's
It's up there. Like this raw sushi.
real,
Holy
real
man.
good. It's real good.
You guys, this is serious.
I am not raw, and I would make that at home. That's really good. TJ knows what's up, you guys. You should totally look him up. And okay, I'm gonna make this one better.
I need another piece before we make this chocolate.
This one's gonna be better. Fruit is hard because it's very very slippery.
This like little like saucy stuff is really good. Like that's not bad.
Okay, for
Play
the
with your food,
chocolate
guys.
sauce,
Oh, sorry.
we're gonna do these dates that we soaked earlier. So what do we have, about
10 maybe?
10?
I don't know, something like that.
We'll count.
I'm just gonna say I love this one. It's so cute.
It's adorable.
And also, we're gonna use the water that these soaked in. There's no need to throw it out. So we'll use that. And
I'm gonna make another one of these.
if you have the availability, a high-speed blender is definitely best for these, but
Oh my God, so bad.
not necessary as long as you soak your dates. Okay, and then just to give you a brief over what other ingredients are going to come in here. So we have the dates. Obviously, we are going to be using some carob powder, which is basically the chocolate flavor. It's not actually chocolate, but it tastes pretty much
It will
just
be
like
reminiscent, yeah.
So we have dates, carob powder, hemp seeds, and water. If you have access to coconut water, that's even better because it's a little sweeter, but we can use that sweetened date water.
Totally did not work at all.
I know, we're really bad.
It's fine.
I'm one of those people like, I'll be having,
These aren't coming out the sides at all.
I'll be having people over for dinner and I'll make some brand new recipe I've never made before because I don't know if I just feel confident or if I'm delusional, but sometimes this happens. I don't know. You could just eat this fruit though and put the sauce over it and it'll be great.
Yeah, we can make parfaits.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yum.
Okay, so we'll do 2, that's kind of like a heaping tablespoon, but 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds.
They look like water wieners. Do you remember those things?
And then
Water wieners?
I don't know. Water wieners.
It's a thing.
It's
It
totally
really
fine.
is a thing.
We'll put a link in the description.
and this is our carob powder. So let's do 4. Let's make it nice and chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want that.
Please.
So
I'm
4 tablespoons.
TJ, I'm
Whoops, we'll call that 2.
I'm gonna dump this water out so we can make a parfait in here.
Should I roll up another sushi roll?
Sure.
Should I try?
You could even make a spring roll if
absolutely.
you wanted to.
Absolutely. Okay, so this is ready to go. We'll just blend this up, and that should be our chocolate sauce.
Okay, guys, so we'll put the recipes and everything on the YouTube video in the description. And you can make this. Maybe you can make these fruit spring rolls and like post yours because they'll be better than ours. So, you know, we'd love to see that. How did I do here? I need a gold star after that. I need something.
You need like a win.
I need a solid win. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in today. We had a lot of fun making this. I think you should all, after you watch this, just make up your own creations and then send us pictures and we'll post them on Feed Me Vegan Facebook and our Instagram.
Heck yeah.
So check us out and we'll have more amazing guests and a lot more of Norine and me in the future. So thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.